Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Right, for the senses and the bots, entertainment only, and yes, I have booked in to see the doctor next week, next Thursday, in regards to my eyes, because they get better, then they get worse, and then they get better, and they get worse. It's not affecting my eyesight, it's not affecting the moisture content on my eyes themselves, but oh man, and the fact that they're both eyes suggests not blocked oil ducts or anything like that, but man, let's just get this sorted. Okay, what a week. Thank goodness it's Friday, which means I won't be on for the next couple of days, but I will still be posting information to my post section, and I still will be reading your comments. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a week, as a lot of secrets were revealed and the wheel is turning. Troops in Washington, D.C., the Orange Twerp saying Russia and Leningrad instead of Alaska and St. Petersburg. Melania suing Hunter. Oh, it's just never ending. And then we've got the home front stuff as well. So it's just, what a week. Feels like we've crammed about 3 weeks into one. Okay. I am just going to say things will get worse before they get better. I keep getting that every single time. That when you think it can't ramp up, it will. So don't cut your fingernails, because you're going to need them to hang on with. Put on your 5-point racing harness and buckle up. Okay, because there's going to be some wild stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks. Even wilder stuff about what this devil will do is going to come out in the next couple of weeks, and it's going to take decades to repair. But repair it must. Can't be band-aid over, can't be plastered over. I popped a couple of videos in my post section. Go to maighstirtarot under any video. It'll take you to the main page, and you'll see posts there about the connections between Epstein and JP Morgan and Greenberg and Deutsche Bank, and the fact that Obama bailed out, and that there were cover-ups, and there was, I am just going to say, when the information all comes out, now I'm not saying Obama was involved in any way with what Epstein did, and entertainment only, allegedly, I'm going to say he wasn't involved, but we are going to be incredibly disappointed. We are going to be upset. There are going to be people who had key, who were either involved or who had key decision moments that were made that continued on, allowed for this to continue on. Instead of exposing it then. We're going to just know, prepare yourself mentally for it, and yeah, we're just going to have some really what the F moments. We're past holy crumbs. We're up to the blasphemy words. Okay, but getting back to what I want to have a look at. Well, first of all, what are we looking at? 1 year ago in Paris, the most exciting news article was ray gun at the Olympics. Oh, goodness me, that's what everybody was talking about a year ago. What has happened in this last year? I want to have a look. I've been promising it for a while, and for some reason my guides keep putting it off. Danielle Smith, who is, I believe, the Premier of the province. Let me get that right, because we call them states in Australia, so that's my go-to terminology. But Danielle Smith, who is the Premier, oh boy, with her hidden agenda and her feathering her financial nest in Alberta, wanting to Timu Trump to the core, wants to introduce a referendum into an election for the people of Alberta to vote to separate from Canada. Now, if I have a quick look, I did actually bring it up. A judge in Edmonton has denied an application to quash a review of the proposed Alberta referendum on separation. The Court of King's Bench, now I'm assuming that's the same as the Australian High Court, because it sounds like a pretty high up court, says, and yeah, it was quashed and it's going to feel like a stabbed in the back, says it will benefit democracy to have a full hearing on the constitutionality of the question. So the question is, so Alberta's Prosperity Project, oh gosh, they give them these names that are just so the opposite of what they actually stand for. Prosperity for who? Probably the top 0.1%. Wants to ask, do you agree that the province of Alberta shall become a sovereign country and cease to be a province in Canada? So basically separating from Canada itself, which violates apparently the Constitution in about 30 different ways, 30 or more different ways from what I've heard. So a lawyer for the group, this is Alberta Prosperity Project, has argued that judicial scrutiny is premature since there's no guarantee enough. A lawyer for the group might be the ones, for the group that's trying to get it quashed, has argued that there hasn't been enough signatures for the question to be put on the ballot. However, I believe Danielle Smith forced through the Parliament that the number of signatures was reduced by was reduced from up in the 200,000s down into the 100,000s. So they don't actually need as many signatures to be able to push this onto the ballot paper. Okay, let's see where this goes. I have read numerous times on Danielle Smith and none of them have ended well for her. What are we up to? Oh, the 15th. Right, you guys are heading to the PP election, the by-election. I have a little snippet of that right at the end, just to see what the energies are now. So, Danielle Smith okay. Right. The decision is being juggled at the moment. It's not on stable ground. With Danielle Smith, she's trying to force it through, but it's a real juggling act for her. I don't think she's got the numbers on her side. However, the wording, okay, yeah, I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to fail. But my question is, will the courts allow this question about separating from Canada will the courts allow a referendum? Will the courts allow a referendum on whether Alberta should separate from Canada? Come on down, let's have a look. Okay, this is the legal attempt to force the separation, the Six of Swords, packing up the legalities of it and moving forward. So this is the court case going forward, challenged by the Ten of Swords. I don't know that they're going to let it. Challenged by basically stabbing it in the back and killing it on the path. She's also sitting in front of all this water here. So it's like trying to move the court case through, but legally it's not going to happen. Let's see where this goes. The foundation, the energy it's stewing in is the Wheel of Fortune. A decision needs to be made. The wheel is turning. It's about karma here. I do know some of my beautiful viewers have been out there working tirelessly to collect signatures to prevent this from going on going through a referendum. And receiving multiple spades worth of signatures as opposed to the separatist mob in the past, trying to defend the message that she's putting out against all this attack. I don't even know how she got elected into this position. I'd love to know when your next election's coming up. So yeah, she's defending her position on this. It's very much a smoke and mirrors, cloak and dagger. Look over here while I fluff that over there. Uh, yeah, Smith and her ilk are just trying to really cloud the matter and bring about a atmosphere of confusion about, well, because to be honest, if it got through, the wording would be really interesting, because these types of people like to put through the wording that sounds like you're voting for one thing, but you're actually voting for the other. I know quite a few states in the US attempted that for certain elements and got caught out because it was all over social media to vote a particular way, but they worded the question to try and catch people out. We get the same in Australia as well on occasion. But yeah, they're just really trying to cause confusion about this. It is a nightmare situation, this court case. I don't think she's going to get it. Legally, she's trying to push it, but for whatever reason, okay, I'm getting that she's promised something and she can't follow through on it, and it's turning into a nightmare for her. This is not just about her. The Knight of Coins, mercenary actions, getting paid to do this. There are bigger forces behind her than this. And it's turning into an absolute nightmare for her. Yeah, what have we got? The Seven of Swords internally for Danielle Smith. The lies, the deceit, the attempt to steal, the betrayal, but it is being seen for what it is. Okay, I'm going to have a closer look. Like, we've got the Ace of Swords here, a legal determination, and it's going to be stopped. It's going to be stopped. There's partnership and information coming in from overseas, or the ship not coming in, thank you, because if you have a look at this figure, the plan that they're trying to bring to fruition, there is no ship coming in. I don't think she's going to be successful. This is about an abuse of power and lies and deceit, and people are walking away from it. We've got here the naivety in her messaging. Queen of Wands, I hate to say Queen of Wands because she's bringing forward this fiery message, but secrets being revealed. It's going to expose. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Now, I don't know who's up against her on the other side in regards to this, but this Queen of Swords. You've then got the Ace of Cups, revealing, cleansing, and then you've got the Justice card. And then you've got the voter, the strength of the voters. I don't think this is going to get through, and even if it got on the ballot, it wouldn't. No, I'm not even getting that it's going to get on the ballot. I think she's offered somebody money, or she's been offered money, big money, to put this through for whatever reason. Because here is the plan, and it feels like there's international elements at play here. But you've got the agenda, hidden agenda, and you've got the Russia card. Feels like there's big money international players, and it's about I know a few people are worried about Alaska getting promised to Russia for their minerals. This feels like, so you've got strength here, defending To me, this feels like defending the Constitution. That's going to bring about a downfall. Okay, I want to ask, is Danielle Smith, because trust me, she's getting paid and it's going to be the end of her. Is Danielle Smith getting paid? Allegedly, entertainment only, by foreign interests trying to reap what they have sown financially. Okay. Is Danielle Smith got foreign backing of interested parties who are after Alberta's minerals? The Fool, yes. Foolishness, absolute foolishness. I think she's made some promises she can't keep. Is Danielle Smith made some promises to some foreign moneyed players about Alberta's resources? Let me just put it that way. Has Danielle Smith, well, there they are. There's the foreign players, the King of Coins. Yeah, just the one card. There they are. That's her challenge. I'm going to say yes. And her foolishness, trying to bring about this new start, challenged by the oligarchs, the moneyed oligarchs. The energy that they're stewing in is trying to get their hands on the wealth of Alberta. In the past, the Queen of Wands, this was her floating the fiery message, inflammatory message, crowning the reading. Partying, circles of support. There are others around her that back this. I'm getting that thinking that because she was a woman, she'd be able to get it through. Like they expected the people of Alberta to underestimate a woman. Excuse me, tickle. Immediate future, the voters. The Knight of Wands. Inflammatory information being brought forward about money. Big money. It's going to come out. Secrets being revealed, hopes and fears. I think she fears the truth coming out. She's literally thigh deep in this swamp. The outcome, the Six of Wands, declaring a false victory, but the Tower is just, and then we've got the King of Wands coming forward. I don't feel this is Carney. The King of Wands. Let me know if you think you know who this King of Wands is, who is then going to come forward. Force Danielle into a retreat, might even resign, and everything's going to be exposed. And she is going to find herself tossed out in the cold and thoroughly stabbed in the back in regards to that. Yeah, I'm going to say I think there's moneyed interest. I think they're trying to get their hands on Alberta's sovereign wealth, but they're not going to be able to. The voters are not going to let it happen. You've got the Hierophant, the government facing judgment about big moneyed interests with that Ten of Pentacles, the Devil, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles, and then disappointment in the outcome. She's going to try and force it through as these entities are waiting in the wings to reap, but I don't think it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, is my feeling. That's my feeling. Even if it got on the ballot, I don't think the voters will actually vote for it. Let's have a quick look. Will there be attempted, I won't even say manipulation, rigging of this vote? Will there be attempted rigging of the, you bet your sweet bippy there will be. You can bet it, just about. The devil. The devil is going to be in the detail. It may simply be the wording of the question if it gets on, if it goes for referendum. Just quickly, a couple of cards. Yeah, plotting behind the scenes in regards to the vote. When I'm asking about votes, pentacles mean votes. Yeah, scheming. Queen of Cups, trying to keep a lid on it. It's turning rapidly into a nightmare situation because she's thigh deep in this swamp. And it's threatening to be revealed about the connections with these oligarchs, big money, and not going to end well for her. The manipulation with the magician's going to be revealed, and it's going to bring about the ending. Oh boy, there's the oligarchs on the bottom, the emperor trying to gain control, but they're going to be stopped. She's going to force to retreat. There's the hermit card. A light's going to be shone in the swamp, the investigation. She might find herself heading off overseas, because this is also the fleeing card. The money's going to dry up, and she's going to find herself severely legally restricted, or just severely restricted in her future life. Okay, I can live with that. I hope that all comes true. Touch wood, cross fingers. It is one of those, it's not going to end. Every time I read on her, it's not going to end well. The truth is going to come out about all the nefarious dealings she's involved with, and it's not going to end well for her. So, okay, do not let up on the pressure in regards to this. You guys in Alberta know what to do, and I shall see you shortly. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.